So hello everyone and welcome back to FTRL for what was the final round of Division 2 for Season 14 of F1. For this evening's race, as you can see, we're at Bahrain. Obviously last week there was some major technical issues with PlayStation, it all went down after the update, so we didn't race last week, so we're racing this week, which meant we were actually back on time with Div 1 the week off as well. So that kind of all worked out. Obviously, as you're probably aware, we do have the championship's already been wrapped up. FTRL Gran won that quite comfortably. He's won it while race to spare, and also the Alpha Tauri boys of him and Blue Flag have comfortably wrapped up the constructors as well before this evening. So for them, it's just kind of personal pride at stake. Not sure what Pagani's plan is. He did have a little thing of maybe he was going to start from the back and see how it goes, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what he's going to do anymore. Well, we'll see. But I think P2 is still kind of up for grabs. There's about 11 points between the difference, and then there's I think it's quite close between Goy and AG. I think there's 2 points separating them. For P4, yeah, there's 2 points separated above them, and then Lee calls 4 points back as well. So there's a bit of a battle there for them. But hopefully we'll have a good race this evening. With it being Bahrain, obviously, I think this is probably a lot of people's least favourite, I think you'd be fair to say. A lot of people do not like this circuit. I'm included, it's my worst circuit and the one I hate the most. I really don't enjoy Bahrain, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how everyone else gets on. Obviously you've got that, Pagani's just starting us a lot now. You've got downhill left-hander in Sector 2 just before the straight, which if you run no ABS, which I do, and I think most of these guys probably will, it's a pain, it really is. Easily lock up. He's just coming around now, the right-hander, he's about to come up towards it, a little bit of an oversteer on the exit, but comfortably manages to control it. And it comes down to the downhill left-hander. It's a wide line, gets it cut in nicely. He wiggles on exits, so nicely done from Pagani. Get a little bit of slipstream. The car in front, possibly. Flip his pace down to the corner. And he gets long left-hander, and then to the long right-hander. You need to watch the inside curb. And nicely done as SCR Doyle puts 27.5. Goy beats it 7 tenths. 26.8 in Alfa Romeo. Of course, had a very good season. Let's see if he can round it off with a very nice last race before next season starts. Right, Pagani comes across the line shortly, 26.373, and he goes 12/1000 of a second ahead of Brothers Your Daddy, who is not far ahead of Zombie. And we do have a yellow flag. I think that's just Goy getting out of the way of someone. Casey Bernard pops himself up just ahead of Goy in P4 and the McLaren. Front three are very close together. Zombie, Brothers Your Daddy and Pagani so far. Brutus is on the lap at the moment. He's just about to on the last straight before final corner. Goy up in P6, so not a bad lap from him. T Smith just pops himself up to P7. Matt Mann, his teammate, just behind him, both in the Williams. So far for them, and Brutus splits the Williams and goes into P8. So Megatron's on a lap. Usually Megatron's up there. Obviously it doesn't spin, it does have a habit, shall we say, of spinning. A lot of these guys' final races, Div 2. So as you're probably aware, I think Pagani's going up. Pagani is going up. Megatron, I believe, is going up. As Tom puts himself up to P4 on the mediums, and Megatron P5. Katz has put himself up into P6 as well. Very close there. Yeah, so T Smith is going up. Pagani is going up. Megatron is going up from Div 2. I can't remember if there's any others to add to that list, but as far as I'm aware, I think it's just those three who are going up into Div 1 next season, so they're racing on the Tuesdays along with Dutch and all those crazy fast people. He's just coming across the line and he pops him up into P4. 26.6, so nice opening lap that. Okay. Next is Katz has retired. Oh, that's the long right-hander. It's claimed another victim. Mentioned it, how we might even be able to see his car possibly. Yeah, it's in the long right-hander, so he's probably just got on the curb slightly, and that's just actually removed him now. Yeah, but it was just on the inside there, so as soon as you get on the curb, yep, that's you there. You're off, and you're not saving it, so sadly for Nexus Cats, his qualifying is already over. So I'm expecting him to definitely start, let's say, the top 10. As everyone does another 2 laps or so, then it's definitely going to be dropping down a bit. Tom's one to watch. He's comfortably going to be, I think, provisional pole, at least if he puts on the softs. I mean, it's going to be at least a high 6/10 difference you'd expect between the 2 tyres. Obviously with him only being 4/10 odd off of provisional pole at the moment, which is FTRL Pagani, that looks very comfortable, I think it's fair to say. That's just saying he had hot tyres after an earlier spin, and when he turned the car just went. It's easy to do around there. It's most people in this league will have had an incident or 2 there before. I certainly have. It's quite notorious, that corner, for doing. He's just coming out for his out lap. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how guys like Pagani get on next season up in Div 1. Obviously Pagani has been in Div 1 a fair few times, so I'm sure he'll be fine. Tom's been in Div 1 as well. Megatron last time we did the kind of sprint season, the 2 races, he was in the top league as well. You know, Megatron's pretty damn fast, especially if it doesn't spin. Have some really good results. So I think all of them will get on quite comfortably. And also, actually, do you know what, I forgot, there is one extra person that's going up. I think, as far as I'm aware, we're going to have a Goy kart again. So Goy is also going up, getting the opportunity. We need an extra one, and Goy is going to be Sazmir going up to the top division as well. So we'll have a Goy kart on a Tuesday now. I shall see how he gets on next season. Still on his lap at the moment. So Tom only one setting a lap on the medium, so it looks like everyone's going to be out on the soft tyre. There will be no really alternate strategies from the top 10, put it that way. Mostly 11 to 18 will have a chance if they want to go on the mediums or the hards. We'll see how it goes. There's FTRL Pagani has put on the mediums for his second lap, as you've seen. See how he gets on. Guys is coming around sector 1 now. Gets around turn 1. Just flat up. For 10 up to the first sector. On down here, Tricky's corner on the track. It's done. Power early. It's half a tenth up. He's going to improve a little bit more in sector 2. Possibly put himself up. All he needs is half a tenth when he's up into P6. It's that tight between those guys. Just look at what's going inside. Flat out around here. Comfortably manages it, and he's a full 4 tenths up. Pagani gets out of his way. He does the penalty corner nicely. At the moment, finds an extra tenth or 2 to keep the unprovisional pole from Goy. All he needs to do is comfortably do the final corner. He has missed the apex, but let's use the curb on the exit. I think this might pop him up to P3. Not a bet. It's P4. It's just behind. It's a 26.4. Possibly a little bit more in that though. Last corner didn't get that corner nailed, but up to P4 for Goy. So good lap. Smith on a lap, but he's a lot down on his time. Megatron is 3.5 tenths up, so he's in a similar position to Goy. He's going to be round about Goy at the moment, unless he has a good last corner. that is how you want to take the last corner. Doesn't use the curb on the exit. Maybe could have took a little bit more speed through there, but he's going to be just ahead of Goy in P4. So displays Goy down to P5 now. Very, very close once again. 10, just over 10 separating the top 5 at the moment. He calls on a lap as well, half a temp up. Sector 1. Nicely turned in. Just comes down to this tricky corner. Let's see if he gets it. Doesn't use all of the room on the exit, so that'll hinder him. Oh, he's invalidated. He's went too wide on the exit. Matman, he's down on his time. Junkie Spot down on his time. The majority are down on the time at the moment. So Tom is out on the soft tyre and he's on an outlap. Now I'm expecting him to go at least provisional pole on this lap if he gets a clean lap, as Leekall has retired at the final corner. Interesting. How has he got there? As you can see on the map, he's miles off the last corner. I don't know if he's just decided to have enough of qualifying now and starting at the back. Tom starts his flying lap now on the softs. Will get pole position. I think he might. Now, first sector. Out. Here. That Leekall's having a controller disconnect, which has caused him to crash. Thomas went purple through sector 1. Locks up the front right, but it turns in alright. Purple through sector 1, so at the moment, in course for provisional pole. See how he gets on then. Left-hander. Right on the inside. Doesn't validate. Just needs to watch himself on the curb on the inside. Does it comfortably, and he's a monster 8 temps up on his previous best lap. That's on course for the first person to get into the 25s at the moment at present. And all he's got is one corner here. And he does it absolutely perfectly. This, the look of it, might even be 25.7, 25.8. It's even better, it's a 25.6. It's a full 7 temps clear of the field at the moment. That's a monster lap. Pagani's invalidated as well, so that's not going to help matters. T Smith's on an out lap. Over him. This will be his final lap, he's coming on to start. But that is a hell of a marker set down from Tom. 25.668. Monster lap from him. See if he gets all Tom into turn 1, going forward. Doesn't get the apex, but will 100% lead it in turn 1 here. Not too much difference. His way. It's up front right, but doesn't really want to do that corner, and he's a 10.5 up through sector 1. Good jump up. Could put him on the front row of the grid this lap. Misses apex a little bit more than you'd like, and then a bit of a moment on the exit. So that's probably just lost his 1.5 temps he just gained on sector 1 there through that corner. The RS open. He's a really good end to the lap here, I think, to prove his time enough that to what he would like. Sector 2 split. It's a big chunk of time up in fairness. So I don't know if he's made a mess of his first lap or something, but he's now 8 temps up, which is comfortably on the front row of the grid. Nicely done on the exit. There's no curb, and it's a 26 flat. So it's a little bit tight in the last corner, I think, there, but comfortably P2. So he did have a dodgy first lap there in the middle sector, clearly, because he made a couple of little mistakes there, and he still improved quite a bit. Pagani, I think, is the one to watch though. Fully expecting Pagani to get in the 25s if he can. He was struggling initially around here, which is rare for Pagani. He was so consistent this season. Yeah, he did say he was struggling slightly at Bahrain. Wasn't really getting the times he usually does. Usual position on the leaderboards. So, what can he do on his final lap, Pagani? He starts his last lap. He's got 7 attempts to find if he wants pole position. A big ask. Really big ask. More on the inside than most people there. Turn 1. So there it's now down to turn 4. Turn 3 actually, I think. Technically. And first sector, he's half a tenth up. So has he got a big improvement in the middle sector in him? Tom's on an outlap as well at the moment, but will he get? He's not. He's invalidated as well, so I don't know if he's. No, he's not. He's not going to get his lap done. So Tom's session is done. Goy's session is done as he pops himself up to 26.1. Mikey pops himself up to P4, 26.2. So improvements all around. Pagani's dropped down to P5 from earlier P2. And his middle sector split time is purple. So he's 5 tenths up. But he needs a really good last sector as Megatron pops himself up into P2. Just still in the 26s, nearly into the 25s. Pagani, if he aces this last corner, not as much in the inside as Tom does, but I think this is going to be at least P2. It is, and he's half a 10 off of Tom, but comfortably on the front row of the grid for Pagani. Zombie is up on his time, he's a 10th up. This could put him up a little bit. What's the second sector? He's just over a 10th now, but he needs a good last sector. Currently this is only putting him up to P7. He can find an extra 10 for 2, and he only can get up to P5. Just needs a good last sector. Good last corner. Nicely done. There's a little bit of the curveball exit. Comes across the line, and it's going to be a 26.187. So he does move up to P6, just behind Goy. And I think that is qualifying complete. So it's Tom on pole, Pagani, championship winner in P2 in the front row. Then you've got Megatron and T Smith second row. And you've got Goy and the man on board with Zombie. Just Mikey and Blue Flag for row 4. And you've got Bread is Your Daddy and Brutus around that top 5. Next is Cats. After his early retirement, might not be too disappointed when it finishing P11, because that means he's going to get the first person to have a fresh choice of tyres for the race. So that's actually, I mean, I'd much rather finish P11 than qualifying after that retirement and finish P10, put it that way. Bernard, P12, and you've got Doyle, Leacolt, Junkie Sport. Top 15, didn't get to it. We did the last few. Just remind everyone to like this stream. Brutus saying he hates this track, and I am going to completely agree with you. My opinion, this is an absolute horrible track, but I know people do like it, just definitely not me. I don't have a particularly good record running, because I don't particularly enjoy driving it. So it's not one of my personal favourites, put it that way. It's not got much character as well, I don't think, but yeah, that's just me. But with Tom starting on pole, Pagani P2. Let's do a little bit ahead of everyone else in terms of qualifying pace. Brett also agreeing, saying it's awful and it's up there with France. Yeah, France is one that's not liked either, is it? Yeah, definitely not. Oh, Bernard saying in his fastest lap and enough to span out the last corner. The power too early. So he'll pull a little bit of time in his lap. But yeah, so far from what's in the comments, it's not massive like. Did anyone get any predictions for the race? I think I'm going to go for a Tom win, probably a Pagani P2. I'm probably going to go for the same as what it was, and then I'll throw in. I think I'll keep Tom. I'll put Tom on the podium. So Tom Pagani, Tom basically is what I'm going for. 2 Toms obviously. Div 2, there'll be only 1 next season though. Steve Smith heads up to Div 1 again. Back up to where he was in the last game. Started showing his pace, obviously joined mid-season, so it's a good season. Right, formation lap. So Tom starting on pole in the McLaren, you get Pagani alongside him. Get Megatron, Tom row 2, Goy and Zombie in row 3. You get Mikey in the Ferrari. Alongside Blue Flag and the AlphaTauri. There's your daddy in the racing point. You've got Brutus running at the top 10. Next is Cats in P11 and the other racing point. First choice of 3 tyres. Bernard P12, then you've got Doyle P13, Lee Cull P14, Junkie Sport, Matman, AG, and then you've got Agent Panda rounding out 18 drivers that we have for the final race. There's it showing you the predicted pit stop. 2 stop. Seems a stop sheet. Yeah, slight different variations. So we'll see how everyone gets on. Obviously, is there anyone different tyres? Let's have a look. So 11th to 17th, all going for the mediums. Interestingly, Agent Panda at the back is going for the softs, but the guys outside the top 10, all in Agent Panda, not favouring the soft tyre, and instead they've decided they fancy going a bit longer in the first stint and going for the medium, interestingly. So we'll see how they get on. So going a bit longer in the first stint. But yeah, we'll see how long they can go. Start might end up interfering with the guys at the front after their pit stop. Can hold it up, and it can, as we've seen before, kind of decide the race. It cause quite a big hold up. The guys at pit earlier coming behind them up. So will Tom lead into turn 1? Will Pagani get the jump on him? Interesting to see what the strategy is here. He's leading the way. So the grid gets reformed. So here we go, final race of Div 2. Season 14. See how we get on. We can have a good race for the final round out the F1 season. This is the last thing of the F1 season to be completed. So we'll see how we get on. It's just reformed now. There we go. Best camera angle in fairness. The lights come on. 5 red lights. And we're away for the final race. Tom seems to have got a good start. Much better start than Pagani. And there's a massive crash in the background between a Renault, a Williams, and a Red Bull. So it's Junkie Sport, Matman, and I think it was Agent Panda. There's also a 5-second penalty it's been given out for Zombie, who's had a collision. He still got his white. But as you can see, the safety car's out, unsurprisingly. There has been an almighty crash. And the safety car's going to wait to catch up the rest of the field. But yeah, that was interesting. Everyone getting back in their position because there's a lot of guys going really slowly at the moment under the safety car. But yeah, Tom got a really good start. The the top six are all, top five, sorry, are all as they started. Zombie's down 6 and he's got a 5-second penalty. Brutus down 5. Well, I did see a Renault in that mix at the background in that collision as well, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. Yeah, just a strange collision. Doyle up 5 places, an excellent start. Blue flag up 2. Zombie and Brutus though are the big losers, other than obviously Jockey Sport and Matman who are retired. Yeah. Different start than I think we expected. We usually get a collision on the straight. Interesting. It's been a while since I've seen a start finish straight crash. Still leading the way. You got an excellent start, Tom. A really, really strong start. He's going to catch up the safety car now. There it is there. So, yeah, excellent start. Exactly what you wanted from him, I would imagine. Megatron is still in P3. The auto on the left has completely messed up again. It's still not been fixed. Ignore the auto on the left. Just one blue flag. Just saying the Zombie and him had to give the position back, which is I think why they've confused the game. I think was wondering why there was a lot of people going really slowly when the safety car came out, too slowly. So I knew something was going on there. Agent Panda's come into the pit, so yeah, it was Agent Panda that was also in that collision at the start, with those three at the back of the field. It's a big old collision though, it really was, a big impact. So that's their race is over, we're down to 16 drivers for Bahrain. Agent Panda's got rid of his soft tyres, so he's now fitted 2 sets of the tyres. Different compounds and come back out on the mediums. Where's your daddy has come into the festival on the mediums. Tyre on now. So yeah, where's your daddy and Agent Panda in the pits put on mediums, so both of them have now fitted what compound tyres that need to, so it's been a job done for them. Safety car into this lap. Get underway. Hopefully, not as many collisions. Hopefully, we get a clean start. 3. The top 5 are on them. What the hell was going on there? They're the exact same order, nothing's changed between them, but back in the field there's not that carnage. So Brutus, your daddy, Agent Panda now, so there's an extra one that came in the pits then, they're all on the mediums. I imagine it might be this lap, or I think it might be this lap, the Zombie has left the session. He's disconnected. He's P13 on the Red Bull. Something's happened to Zombie. So we might have 15 drivers now. We're just going to find out very shortly. The safety car's going to clean this lap. It's nearly at the end of the second sector. McLaren and pick the pack up. What is he doing? Oh my god, he's nearly been off. Zombie's joined back. The safety car was for an incredibly large collision. And the start finish straight, in case anyone had. Safety car's carrying it. No, it's not carrying on actually, the lights have went out, so yeah, they're backing up. Never noticed that there. Yeah, but Tom nearly went in the wall there. Leaning too much with his tyres and he only goes in the wall. He's back on the pack up now. Leave the cars away and into the pits. And there he goes, off he goes. Tom accelerates down. Pagani on the back of Tom. Will he decide to go for a move? Turn 1, Tom goes defensive, close to the inside. Pagani's on the outside. Tom going very defensive, and then Pagani going to go for a bit of a cutback. Can't get it done, but then Tom's line has been hindered as he goes for that. Tom once again goes defensive. Pagani pulls to the outside. He's going to have to go for another switchback or go all the way around the outside. He's going all the way around the outside. Is he going to have the move as he goes side by side into the next corner? Side by side they go, and Tom's crashed. There's been contact between the two. He's back on now, he's in 9th. There's contact between the two as they went side by side. Pagani was down the inside. Tom decided to keep it going and keep the battle going on the outside. It's not worked out. Pagani leads Megatron in his P2. That's Tom P3, Goy and Blue Flag, and get Mikey in P6. Doyle was the first person on mediums. Zombie making moves on AJ, and you have it. AJ's caught quickly from Brutus. Brutus on the outside, AJ having to go a bit defensive. Brutus pulls to the inside. Looks like it's going to be an easy move from Brutus. Oh, we do. Went back onto the racing line a little tad too early there, and AJ in the back of him. Megatron and Pagani side by side. Zombie making a move on Nico there. Nico managing to defend though, but Nico's had a dodgy run. Zombie on soft tyres, bit of grip. Steam's past. Is he a little back further? Zombie. Oh, Zombie's. Oh, he's been. Brutus and Zombie collision. Just tapped his front left tyre by the looks of it, and Zombie's around down to P60. The best start from Zombie, isn't it? In the walls, I think it's fair to say. Once again, guys up front thinking what on earth is going on. It's all very straightforward for them. Pagani, Megatron, T-Smith, Goy. Slowly moving away from Blue Flag. Blue Flag under pressure from Mikey. Mikey wanting to get a bit of a move on, but catching up to his ahead. Blue Flag getting a little bit low back in DRS range when it activates. DRS activated now. Brutus and Lico having a battle. Trying to get past Lico here. Down the inside he goes. You have to watch those. You get Brez, your daddy as well. Brez, your daddy gets past Lico, but then Brez, your daddy might have a look at Brutus. It hasn't. Lico and Brez, your daddy still side by side. Lico on the outside, he's got a bit of traction and manages to keep at least one of them behind. Then you've got Tom and Nexus Cat's going at it as well. Tom on the soft tire, Nexus Cat's on the medium. Tom trying to find a way through. So we had that collision with Pagani. Find his way through. Evening's on. Nick Brez, your daddy, still trying to find a way through. Lico. Not past him yet. A little bit wide. DRS now activated, but Brutus. Lico still has DRS and Brutus in front, so. Brez, your dad needs to hope Lico drops off from the back of Brutus so you can get the DRS, and Lico doesn't have any. Oh, Lico, he had a bit of a moment there around that right hander, but he's a little bit wide as well. But there's that movement ahead. Mikey's been passed by Doyle, and now Nexus Cats is on the back as well. We'll go on board. Both have DRS. This could be free wide. Mikey's gaining on Doyle. Nexus Cats so passes both. And a turn one, he goes. Nexus Cats gets the move done. Mikey's trying to make a move back on Doyle, and he nearly had a collision with Nexus Cats in the process. Both of these have got DRS, and you've got Tom lurking in the background, and Tom tries to go round the outside of Doyle, but he can't get the move done, so then Doyle stays ahead of Tom. But Doyle loses 2 positions there. He just got past Mikey, but then Mikey's re-overtook him, and Nexus Cats steamed past them both with the DRS and the slipstream down turn 1. Quite an easy move in all fairness. Guy now right on the back of T Smith, Megatron just outside the DRS range of Pagani. They're all still very close together. The race is settling on between these 5. Very close together. As you see, Guy went very wide there on the exit. That curb on the outside can kind of trap you, if that makes any sense. It can get stuck on it, and it just forces you wider and wider and wider. The car, like, even though you're turning and you should be getting off it, the car just kind of sticks to that curve occasionally. So you don't want to be on that. Really, a damaging effect isn't there. You want to stop strategy. Open now. There you go, people coming out in the pits now. Blue flagged out round the outside of Guy at the turn 1. Blue flag has a bit of a moment on the exit there. It can happen there on the exit if you get past. And Guy's now going to try. Blue flag went defensive. Guy's going to try a switchback. Go on, Guy. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. oh, Guy. Oh, that was it. That was kind of like what Sebastian Vettel did. Everyone remembers. That was very similar. He was nearly a goner there. Tom and Mikey both into the mediums on. Yeah, let's stop from them, considering there was safety car. I was expecting them to go a little bit later, since there was obviously that safety car, but no. It is a track that has a fair bit of tile can do. He's right in the back of Bernard here. The DRS. He uses overtake as well as Blue Flag and Guy come into the pits. It's there right now. So, Tom and Mikey, but as at the moment, both of these have got DRS. Reggie Daddy pulls to the inside for the move on Casey Bernard. Casey Bernard defend around the outside and comfortably keeps ahead there. So where are these going to come out? Tom and Mikey. Now Mikey was behind these, so I'm assuming he's going to still be behind. He was a fair bit behind, yeah. Tom has gained a little bit on his undercut, and he's come out just behind Guy. So yeah, one more lap and he would have got Guy there. Come in just at the right time. He's in purple sectors now, as you would expect. Fresh tyres. Now Pagani sometimes goes a little bit longer than most people, so does Megatron in fairness, but all of these within DRS range of each other. Then you get Nexus Cats in P4 still on the mediums. He got past SCR Doyle, so they are first on the medium runners. Oh, any of these come in? Not at present. Tom gets past Guy there. What happens with these? Tom right on the back of Megatron. It's an easy move. I think Megatron just may have let him through there. That was very, very easy. T Smith though, you can race it. Oh, he's off. He's in the. Oh, he's got on the curb, I think, and he's lost his right end plate. on the wall. Just as he got past. Tom sets the fastest lap of the race on the medium tyre, so Tom is on a charge. A lot of incidents, a lot of people are making mistakes around here at the moment. And as Tom just picked up a 3-second penalty as well, he's went wide obviously on the exit. He's struggling with that wing damage, and he's got Brutus right off the back of him now. Brutus is going to easily get past here. There we go, a switch back. Easily past. Tom's still on the inside, still battling. Oh, there we got Bernard trying to get in the action as well. And you can your daddy. But it should be an easy move now from Brutus. Yeah, he does. Brutus gets past, and then you've got Brezio Daddy and Bernard going at it as well in the background. Brezio Daddy though wins out that battle, and then he gets past T. Smith as well. He's really struggling now with that wing damage. Pagani though, will he come into the pits this time? Lap 10, he does. He's coming in. Megatron comes in as well. So Nexus Cats is going to take the lead of this race for a little bit. He comes down the straight, as you can see, in the pits, so he's going to take the race lead for a little while at least. Doyle still within DRS range. It's P2. So all the medium runners, as expected, take over the top 6. Pagani comes out, and he should come out ahead of Tom. Duval, that is. As you can see, he just comes out there. Megatron comes out ahead as well. And then there's Tom there, so he has gained back on them. 2 laps there, their pit stop. So interestingly, Blue Flag has done the undercut and got past FTRL Pagani. Now he's come on the soft tyre though, but he has done the undercut and he's managed to jump them. And he's managed to take the net race lead at the moment, as it stands, but Tom picks up his 3-second penalty there. But yeah, that's interesting strategy from Blue Flag. He's decided to go on the softs for the time being. Everyone else kind of went on the mediums now. Oh, Agent Fandon actually is went on the soft, as Blue Flag has a look down the inside, but thought better of it down there. He's going to be alongside though, around here. Is he going to go around the outside? Oh, so much extra traction around the outside. Dodgy corner goes side by side there. You know what happens, even on the curb or anything around there, you can easily just lose it. Yeah, round the outside he goes, just superior traction on the fresher soft tyres. AG's been on those mediums for 10 laps, and it's just a massive superiority in terms of tyre traction. Very, very easy move from Pagani. I think he's going to get past AG as well. AG is just kind of like, when you go, there's no point in me fighting this. Pagani gets past as well, so the 2 Alpha Tauris lead the way in terms of net race lead. Got all of the medium runners ahead of them. This is Cat still leading away from Doyle, still within DRS range. Oh, Brutus is a little bit back, and he's got Where's Your Daddy for company. Bernard behind as well. Nico 3 seconds behind him, and they get a 3.1 second gap back to Blue Flag on the soft tyre. His teammate on the medium tyre. Different tyre wear ever so slightly. Agent Panda getting past Zombie. As you can see there, on the soft tyre, Zombie on the mediums. Gary on the back of his teammate. Just come round to start the 3rd sector. That is DRS, and Blue Flag let him past. We'll keep ahead. They just need to keep ahead of Tom, who has actually got past Megatron. Just see. Bernard, first of the medium runners in the pits. Barely's Blue Flag and Pagani for another place. There we go. Tom getting re-overtook by Megatron. Making it easy, and then Megatron is going to have AG to dispatch, who's still on the medium cars and started this race off. Now, well, when... Oh, as he's trying to go round the outside here, And he's passed. Tom think about a move shortly. And AG trying to find a way through. Tom breaks later, tries to go all the way around the outside. He's going to be alongside. It's going to be side by side at the next corner. I think Tom's got it though. That traction advantage now. And then you've got Goy as well. Oh, switch to Doyle there. Goy on the back of AG as well. And you've got the two up ahead fighting as well. Goy's down the inside though. Oh, I thought he was going to hit him there. Megatron's been overtook once again by Tom. They're still having a good old battle here, so we'll stick on board with this and see if he can get back past him on the straight. There he is, right behind him. What do you think about that move? His next is Katz. Comes into the pits, so that releases Doyle. But you get a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. It's a green flag now. Agent Panda's hit with a 3-second penalty, but Megatron's back down the inside of Tom. So re-overtakes him once again. Back up to P6. But then he's going to try and hold it around the outside, Tom, and he manages it. So Tom keeps his place. Smart defending from Tom. But, here we are. Good old battle between those two. Right, we've got blue flag and Pagani still very close together. Blue flag on the softs obviously, and Pagani on the mediums. And the front three are keeping up as well. All of these as Breja Daddy gets past Brutus down the inside. Breja Daddy for a bit. And he's going to come into the pits. He's got Breja Daddy's right ahead of Brutus here. Brutus round the outside. Both of these are going to be struggling for grip. They're still side by side round the outside again, put up the corner. Good driving by both of these. Goes slightly wide, Brutus. But then he filters back in the slipstream. Tries to get past Breja Daddy once again. Heating up between these three. I'm imagining Doyle's going to win the pits. Now Breja Daddy and Brutus, remember, come in just after the first lap. Still have slightly fresher tyres as Doyle pits now, which releases these two for their battle. But Brutus behind. Both of these, remember, had DRS though. Still had DRS from Doyle and was behind him. Good battle for the race lead at the moment. Got blue flag and Pagani closing in behind him now. Already done their stops. Interesting strategies though playing out here. Doyle pops himself back out in P10 on the hard tyre. Next is Katz went on the hard tyre as well. So the leak out. All the medium runners going for the one stop. They start on the mediums. The two stop go over here on the softs. You'd expect from most of these. They're all a bit on the mediums, so it will be a two stop, and they'll probably put on softs at the end of the race, other than blue flag, who'll put on mediums. Breja Daddy though is getting away slightly from Brutus. Looking quickly caught though. Battle's kind of stopped momentarily between Tom and Megatron. Next is Katz on the back of Mikey. And fresh hard tyre, Mikey on the two-stop strategy. This is Katz on the one-stop strategy. Next is Katz in a good position here. First of the drivers on the one stop. Is anyone else who's thinking of doing really ballsy strategies for the top to come in the pits, which then releases blue flag into the race lead. Gary just behind, got a 3.3 second gap back to Tom and Paul. As next is Katz going up the two places and dies it down the inside of Mikey. Mikey tries to hold it around the outside, has a slide, but gets a bit of traction. But then, Mrs. Katz will get a bit better traction for the next part from the outside. And he's down the inside, he goes. Mikey's going to have to try a cutback move. Still close, he's near enough there, but he just has to bail out. So Mrs. Katz moves up to P6. On those hard tyres. Pagani still getting DRS from his teammate at the moment. There's your daddy and Doyle. There's your daddy around the outside. There's the downhill left-hander. Is that Doyle? Oh, Doyle's went round, he has. Just after that corner. On traction, he must have had a moment. He's been aggressively defending from T. Smith, who's went down the inside. T. Smith moves up a place on the hard tyre as well, but he's still kind of gone at it. Trying to hold it around the outside. Oh, but can't really do anything there. Megatron back in DRS range. Blue flag. Pagani still leading the way. Blue flag will need to put on the mediums for his last stop, and Pagani will have the opportunity to put on soft tyres. So Pagani's still in the prime position to win this race. They do have Tom behind, closing now. But he has picked up a penalty. I can't remember seeing Pagani pick up a penalty yet. Blue flag driving nicely though. Soft tyres will get near to the end of their life. But he seems to be driving alright at the moment. Sticking ahead. And he's just probably taking his foot off the gas, saving his tyres a little bit. And eventually when blue flag comes into the pits, he might be able to put his foot down a bit. Now Megatron picked up a 3-second penalty. P4 still behind Tom. Just Mikey's still on the back of next to Cats, I think that's the Cats overtook him. And there you go, blue flag dives in the pits now. And he's been putting on the medium tyres, I expect. See if he puts on the mediums, I'm expecting him to do so. He might put on the hards, but I know if they are mediums, yes they are mediums. Next is Cats still. With Mikey. Mikey's not using his overtake, so he's going to stick behind. He's got There's your daddy behind as well though. He has dropped Brutus from the back on comfortably now. 28 seconds away. Megatron. Watch this battle once again. Tom's cut that gap to Pagani. Then 2.5 seconds now. It's closing. Tom is on slightly more worn mediums, so it's whether he will put on medium tyres again or will he chance and put softs on the end. I'm sure Pagani and Megatron will both be putting on softs at the end, but Tom maybe a little bit more decided between the two tyres there. He might be picking a tad earlier too. We'll see. Megatron getting a good run through there. And on the back of him now. And if he sticks with him, he may have an opportunity into turn one. Just over half a second gap between them. The same last exit, but now with the DRS he's going to start closing. And just not closing enough though. And he sticks ahead. You can see Pagani just in front of them. 2.3 seconds. Still closing slightly. There's your daddy, next is Cats. In fact, there's your daddy trying to get past him. Too far back for a move at the front. Right. Just Mikey picks up a 3-second time penalty. 10 laps to go. We're going to be seeing guys out front, I think. Looking at him in the laps, blue flag went. He went 7 laps, so we come in at the end of lap 22. So Tom manages to pull it out an extra 3 or so laps. This stint you can also put on the soft tyre. This is going to be the stage now where Pagani will probably have that little bit of an advantage now, as the gap went down to 2.3, it's now back up to 2.7, so I think you're starting to see Tom starting to struggle on those tyres a little bit more, and these two battling will only help. Pagani, as Reggio Daddy gets past Nexus Cats at the final corner. Nexus Cats is going to have the DRS, and it's going down the inside, the outside, sorry. And we overtakes him. Now on this, see what happens with Reggio Daddy, just making in the pits for his last stop. The first of the two stoppers to come in for his second stop. Reggio Daddy is right on the back of Nexus Cats, and he's going to go down the inside. Nexus Cats on the outside line, tries to get a nice cut back. He's not able to overtake, and I think that is moved on. Reggio Daddy up to P5. Now, these front four are going to come in. Gaps kind of staying round about the same between the top two. And similar between Megatron and Tom, who's still there. But this is going to heat up shortly. I'm sure of that. It's going to be, how about, it's going to be when they come out. It's going to be the big thing. If one of them goes for the undercut and then comes out in traffic, it's going to remove the benefit of the undercut. And they're going to have slightly on that older tyres. And then I'm going to come in. Nope, both carry on. Pagani carries on as well. Megatron though is much closer this time, and he's with DRS. Got the move done into turn 1. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2, which I believe is Agent Panda. It is. Agent Panda's had a moment in his span, I think. Pagani. Gap's coming down again now, 2.2 now. Megatron's the man behind. So Megatron has picked up a penalty or two, I'm sure of that. Zombie retires in the session, I think he retired in the pits. Perhaps about 15 runners as Tom comes in for his second stop and puts on the soft tyre. Interestingly, the one stop seems to have done a very good job here, because it's going to be Brothers Your Daddy that's going to be in the race lead for this race, unless these three are going to try and go to the end on those medium tyres. Haven't seen Mikey already come in though. I'm assuming they're all going to come in. Once again, Tom right on the back of Megatron. Now, does Pagani kind of come in? No, he doesn't, but Tom does. Now, Tom, we did think Tom, having the slightly more worn tyres, if there was to come in first. Though, if Pagani and Megatron were to come in, I would imagine they'd come in at the end of this lap. Now, if they don't come in at the end of this lap, I'm going to then assume that they're going to try and carry on to the end. But Tom has decided that he don't think he can, and he's going to go on the soft tyre. Now, blue flag has already come in, and he's put on the medium tyre. He's on free lap, old mediums. Bear in mind, you've got Brothers Your Daddy, who's in P3 at the moment, who's the first that we're sure is going to be on the one stop. Now, these two out front, not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure they're going to come in, but I never know. Maybe they think they can get to the end. They're both relatively good on tyre with both of these, so not entirely out of the question. As I say, I think it'll be this lap if they are to come in. So keep an eye and see what happens. Just Mikey getting past his teammate Lee Cole. So you get, as you can see, you get Tom, Goy, Mikey, and T Smith all on fresh soft tyres. 15 runners remaining. Pagani comes around the last corner now. He's going to come in. He's not. And Megatron is not. So I am assuming they're going to carry on. Now, that is risky. They're going to be on 17-18 old lap mediums. I think they can do that much, but they're going to have to watch my Agent Pandas had another off in sector 2. Yep. Right, so Pagani's 2.2 seconds now ahead of Megatron. There you go. There's your daddies in the podium positions at the moment. Next is Cats, and you've got Brutus, Blue Flag, who's on the freshest of those tyres. He was on the 2-stop. Then you've got Tom rapidly, he's going to be catching him very, very quickly on the soft tyre. Now Tom still looks on course for a podium here if he can get a move on, get past these guys who's ahead of him, as he is on much faster tyres. Bernard, who's on the hard tyre. Next is Cats and Bernard on the hard tyre. I can't see how the front two are going to make it to the end on that set of tyres. And I think now that ship is kind of sailed for pitting now. Yeah, it has. They aren't coming in. If this Cats haven't put on hard tyres and is on fresher hard than their mediums, and they're going to the end on the mediums. That'd be good tyre management, put it that way. As Megatron is quite quickly closing in now. It's down to 1.6 seconds, so the battle for the lead is on. Blue Flag's now in DRS range of Brutus, and Brutus is now in DRS range of Nexus Cats. 4th, 5th and 6th all closing in on each other. And actually, add in P7 to that, Tom, as you can see, in the background on the soft tyre. So all of these are going to be interesting very shortly, as Mickey has got past Doyle into turn 1. Mike is on the soft tyre, which will be an easy move on Doyle, who's on 8 lap halves. But a very straightforward move into turn 1. So, Tom trying to find a way past Blue Flag, and the Tom is going to be significantly quicker than these ahead on those tyres. As you can see, he's going to get the move already. He gets a good exit and he uses his ERS. He's got a fair amount. He's trying, but he can't find a way through yet. Blue Flag's going to go wide though, and Tom is going to go all the way around the outside. He's going to try it. He's going to go. He can't find a way through, but he's now going to have the switch back. Oh, excellent move from Tom. Excellent. Smart thinking. Comfortably gets past, but now he's got Blue Flag. He's going to go back down the inside. To be honest, I don't know why Blue Flag's fighting this. This kind of isn't his battle, but it's not really his battle here, because he's going to get past him at some stage, because he's on much fresher tyres and he's on soft tyres. He's on mediums. You might as well just wait and let Tom get past the guys ahead, and then get past him afterwards. Tom right on the back of Brutus already now. Gap out front, 1.6 seconds. Hovering around that. Time to go. Tom's the fastest first sector of anyone so far. Purple. And he's absolutely flying at the moment. Oh, he's going too fast. He's actually nudged the back of Brutus. He's not lost any weight. If he gets a good exit, chance of getting an overtake here, but the DRS, he needs to have to wait. Yeah, Brutus is catching up to Nexus Cats as well. Tom, now look how racy he's looking. He wants past. There he goes down the inside. The final corner is going to be. He's holding himself round the outside though, Brutus. Both going to have DRS on next to Cats ahead. They're both going for the moves. Tom goes down the inside of Nexus Cats, able to break much later and gets it done. And you've got Nexus Cats that's going to have to try and defend now from Brutus. Brutus has got DRS, he's going to be back down the inside here. He's just about there. Nexus Cats gives him the room. Brutus doesn't have the traction on the exit though. Has to bail out. But Tom now gets up and he's going to be off on the charge of Brezio Daddy. 1.5 seconds. Down to there. It's now back up to 1.8, but it's hovering around 1.5 to 1.8 the gap. 14 lap old mediums. This is the stage now. Who's kept the tiles the best? Who's got that little bit more extra grip? Can push a little bit more towards the end. This battle still continuing between Nexus Cats, Brutus and Blue Flag. Looks like it's going to be an easy move up front though for Tom. He's catching Brezio Daddy already by 6 attempts in the last 30-40 seconds, so he's very quickly catching up to the back of Brezio Daddy. So I think that'll be a move made just before the end of the race. We'll see what penalties are like though. I think I've seen Tom having 1 and he actually had 2. But here comes the battle. Here, Brezio Daddy. No, it's not Brezio Daddy, sorry, Brutus, sorry. On the outside of Nexus Cats. They have the better grip. Nexus Cats sticks ahead at the moment, but Brutus is right on the back. And he's got DRS again. Nexus Cats defends, but Brutus finds a way through. Nexus Cats holds it round the outside though. Good battle in this. But then he's got Blue Flag, whose opportunistic move down the inside there of Brutus. These two now fighting, and that's Brutus has went off. He's caught it. He's very good catch there. He's caught it. Blue Flag now can get after Nexus Cats. Tom's got that gap down already, 1.7 seconds. It's not far away from being in DRS range. Brezio Daddy's catching the back and the front very quickly as well now, as they're both starting to really struggle. And Megatron, as you can see, is right on the back of Pagani. They're both going to be struggling for grip. Who's got the most? Pagani's got more ERS, just a little bit more. Megatron though goes down the inside to take the race lead. No penalties decide though. He wins the final round of Bahrain. Agent Panda picks up a 3-second penalty. Blue Flag having a look at Nexus Cats, but he's too far back. Might have a chance though with the DRS into the next straight. He's got DRS here. He's got a little bit of ERS, he's catching. He's got a good run, he's down the inside. He goes, Nexus Cats defends the outside, and there's been contact between the two. And Blue Flag understeers slightly into him. But they managed to avoid too big contact. Just making gets past Bernard up into 9th place. Bernard just inside the top 10 at the moment. He gets points though, but he's inside the top 10 in the race. Pagani's sticking with Megatron. Tom right on the back though. Brezio Daddy, he's gonna get past him. One opportunity really here. It's just about to start. Lap 29, I think. Yep, lap 29 starts for the front two. Megatron's extending that gap out. Here we go, Tom. It's going to be an easy move down the inside on the last lap. Brezio Daddy up at P3. We'll see the penalty situation's right, but at the moment on track, he's got the podium. He's catching so quickly up to the back of Pagani and Megatron as well. Pagani is really struggling though. Has he got a puncture? Something? Oh, he has! Front left! Oh, he's spun! Oh, he's got it! Pagani's got a front left. I thought I saw that. I thought he was really slow, and he has. He's got a big old puncture, and there's Tom getting past as well. And Brezio Daddy is going to get past as well. Here we go. Pagani. He's got to keep getting out of the way of people. It's at the worst possible place as well. Right at the start of the lap. Oh, such a shame. I did mention it though. It was a chance. Oh, Tom. Tom span. Tom is span as well on the left-hander. Chaos on the last lap. But let's go to Megatron quickly. Is Megatron alright tyre-wise? It looks likely. Megatron looks alright tyre-wise. What's happening with blue flag? He's catching up to the back of Tom. Pagani is just in P3 still. Agent Panda though, he's going to struggle with this last corner as Megatron wins. Reggio Daddy comes home in P2. Pagani is get overtook by Tom. Is he going to manage to stay ahead just here? Pagani manages to take a podium, still with a puncture on the last lap due to penalties. So Pagani takes P3, Blue Flag takes P4, Brutus takes P5, Nexus Cats takes P6, Tom drops all the way down to P7, Goy gets P8, Bernard takes P9 on penalties, Just Mikey drops into P10 on penalties, then T Smith takes P11, Lico actually jumps him, then Doyle jumps him as well, so Doyle jumps both of them up to P11, AJ comes across the line, he's going to be P14, and then you're going to have Agent Panda, who's leading the final corner. He's still sliding. A little bit of a victory. A victory, just a bit of celebration from Agent Panda to round out season 14 of Div 2. So, Megatron managed to just about hold on with the tyres at the end. Reggio Daddy with an excellent P2 though. Very, very nicely done though from Reggio Daddy for P2. He done very, very well there. Made the one-stop strategy work for him. Came from P9 on the grid to P2. Blue Flag came from P8 to P4. So the two-stop strategy did really work there. The one-stop strategy for Lee Cole, Doyle, AJ, things like that. It worked better than like T Smith's, Mikey's, Goy's, Tom. The two-stop strategies just didn't seem to work particularly well. Enough to say, I mean, Pagani did obviously get that puncture at the end, which didn't help. Reggio Daddy, no, only 2.2 seconds off of the race win. Didn't pick up a penalty. Neither did Pagani, which is what held in the podium. Good driving Pagani in that last lap to manage to get a podium. His teammate just behind him in P4. But that rounds out this evening's action, and it rounds out Div 2 for the season. It rounds out F1 for this season. Obviously, we'll be back very shortly for F1. So we got GT still running tomorrow. You got GT2 and you got GT1 on Friday, which comes from, if I'm not mistaken, it is what Topless Shot comes from this week. But thank you very much for joining me. Obviously, Aaron's done most of the commentary all season, so hi everyone. Big thank you to Aaron for doing the commentary all season. I've just filled in a few times, and I'm sure it'll probably be a mixture of me and Aaron next season again. Probably, but thank you very much for joining me